Check this out and see if it sounds familiar. You're determined, you're passionate about what you do, and you feel you have a good service, but you're not getting any traction with your sales. You just can't seem to get people to buy from you consistently. And nothing is more frustrating than presenting a service that no one buys. So of course, at this point, you're probably asking yourself, why aren't more people buying my services? So you think the issue might be the service you're offering, but it's not. It just might be you. In a service business, people buy you first, and you may be in the way. I'm going to give you 2 tips for removing yourself as the roadblock to your sales. Here we go. Tip number 1, the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. And this is especially true in a service business. But there are times we forget this. We think we have to come off a certain way to be seen as credible. We might want to be like somebody else that we admire who seems to be successful with sales. But these things actually get in the way of your ability to connect with your customer. Your customer wants you. They want to connect with somebody who's real, who's authentic, who's present with them and easy to be with. This is how trust gets built. You can't be afraid to be your most authentic self. Your authenticity is the secret sauce to your success. Tip number 2, self-consciousness produces sales scarcity. Anytime you get stuck in your head, you're doomed. You might as well pack it up and go home. You can feel it when you get stuck. How am I doing? Is my price too high? What should I say next? Are we connecting? Is this working? Will she buy? You know how it goes, and it's relentless up there. Self-consciousness is about getting trapped in your mind. It puts the focus on you and takes it away from your customer. And that is death to your connection in the selling process. Your customer can feel if your focus is on them or on yourself. Instead of wondering how you're coming across and whether or not the customer in front of you is going to buy, you have to shift your focus from yourself to them. So how do you do this? As a coach, one of the things I've learned is the importance of listening. One of my favorite quotes says that being listened to is so close to being loved that most people don't even know the difference. So there's a lot to listen for. Namely, what's this person's pain point? What does the customer want most? Who is she? What is she searching for? And what is the single most valuable thing I can possibly convey or offer? The customer's ability to feel heard in that connection is power. Another huge thing that contributes to self-consciousness is anxiety and uneasiness. So as a heart-centered entrepreneur, you might experience this, especially at the time that you ask for your fee. The anxiety and unease in the sales conversation come from the fear of rejection that no represents. But a no isn't personal, and it isn't necessarily forever, but it is an opportunity to learn. Sometimes it means you have to further develop the relationship. Sometimes it means that your value proposition isn't clear. And sometimes the customer has more wisdom than you do because they can see that the two of you are not a good match for each other. So if you see no as a problem, you will never achieve the impact you're looking for, which is why you went into business in the first place. You have to move your anxiety and uneasiness out of the way.